So you got $200 just burning a hole in your pocket, and you're in the market for a complete AR-15 upper. Stay tuned, guys. I got an awesome suggestion for you. Alright guys, so what we have here is the blemished Palmetto State Armory 16-inch barreled mid-length gas system 5.56 NATO 1-in-7 twist phosphate coated classic upper with bolt carrier group and charging handle. This little sucker cost me $199.99 and it had free shipping with it from Palmetto State Armory. Now, before we get into the lower and the rest of the rifle and some of the changes that I've already made to it, let's just run through the specifications on this upper. Again, just right out of the box, I just want to let you know that it is a fantastic deal for the money. You've got a 16-inch barrel. It's a chrome moly barrel steel. Again, 5.56 NATO chambering. I wish it was 223 Wild, but it's not, but that's okay. It's got an A2 style profile barrel, a phosphate finish, 1-in-7 twist rate, M4 feed ramps, F-mark front sight post, A2 flash hider, sling loop, standard handguards, black, which this one has MOE handguards on it, but I'll show you the standard ones here in just a minute. A forged upper receiver, M16 bolt carrier group made from Carpenter 158 steel, and the charging handle. So real quick, let's just go ahead and take a look at just the stock furniture that comes on this firearm when you buy it. So I've got a regular charging handle that happens to have a Strike Industries extended latch on it. The regular charging handle comes with it. It's just your basic mil-spec model. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. So since I had the charging handle already sitting around, I decided just to go ahead and throw that in there instead. But this is what the original is going to look like when you order this rifle. The furniture that comes on it, this is your standard just barrel handguard. These work fine. I've never really had any problems with them, and you can see kind of how the rifle would look if you had it on there. Now, my hand's in the way. Sorry about that. What the deal is here, it's also good on eBay, and somebody was selling an authentic Magpul MOE mid-length handguard for $15 with $4 shipping. So I really had no choice but to go ahead and order, and I just love the look of the MOE stuff. Now when it comes to the lower, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you go through PSA, you could get a complete lower with just standard, mil-spec furniture on it for $129. So essentially, not counting any optics or magazine, okay, or the transfer fee, you could get the rifle for $329. I've got experience with a couple other brands of $200 uppers. I've got a Bear Creek Arsenal, just basic 16-inch carbine upper, which is run fine. And then I also had a Radical Firearms, I believe it was a 10.5-inch upper that I was running on a pistol lower, and I really had some issues with it, so I have not gone back to Radical. Nothing against them, but I just did not have good experience with it. Now the lower that we have here is an Anderson. It was a strip lower when I bought it. The reason why is I had a patron that had donated some money to the channel, and I put that money into building a gun. Bought the lower. The parts kit itself was just a $100 PSA parts kit. It was on sale. You got the entire trigger group, you got the pistol grip, you got the stock, the buffer tube, springs, all that fun stuff, the weight, for $99 delivered, okay? So the thing is, you could save money if you just buy this lower already assembled, but I wanted the experience of just putting one together. I know it's maybe about a 15 or 20 minute job for some people assembling one of these, but I just wanted the experience with it, okay? As for the flat top upper, you're not going to get it with the carry handle. This is just an NC Star carry handle. I had one, I had problems with it. I sent it back to Amazon. They sent me a replacement. This one actually shoots just fine. And if we'll go ahead and just real quick show off some of the shooting footage and just get that out right now. I was running 55 grain Federal 5.56 ammunition through the rifle. It shot okay. It was fairly inconsistent at 100 yards using a scope on top of it, on top of the rifle, and I was shooting, I maybe had like a nice 2-inch group, 3-inch group, and then I'd have some flyers just kind of go out 4 or 5 inches. When I put the carry handle up on the top, however, I had much better accuracy, but I only sighted it in at 50 yards with the carry handle because that's what I would consider my defensive use around the home. This is basically going to be a truck gun. The accuracy with the carry handle was maybe an inch, inch and a half at the most. I was actually very happy with it, running the exact same ammunition. So better glass on the top, more experienced shooter with better ammunition, say 62 grain. I think you're going to get that 1-inch MOA group that you're looking for at 100 yards. I wasn't able to find it. In fact, it took quite a few rounds to get the gun sighted in. I know it's not the scope because I've used the scope on several other firearms. Okay, now back to the rifle. Let's just do a little kind of walk around of the model itself and show you what you're going to get for 200 bucks. You got that standard birdcage flash hider up here in the front. There's your fixed front sight post. I like these. I'm just not a big fan of the low gas blocks or the flat profile gas blocks with the flip up front sight. Just not my favorite. The funny thing is it's blemished and I can find absolutely nothing on it. Now granted, it's clean now after just going to the range, but I had no problems with it whatsoever. I could not find any marks or marring or machine marks and so on. And then it's got that enclosed trigger that's part of the Anderson lower. That was the way that I bought it. It does have the mil-spec buffer tube on the back of it with just a carbine weight that comes with it also. And then with the carry handle on the top, I think it looks nice. It's just simple, to the point, just very, very simple and very easy to use. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the other side here. And in the meantime, we're going to take out the magazine and make sure that the weapon is clear. Now, if the firearm's looking a little bit oily, it's just because I did just finish cleaning it. I will wipe off some of the excess here in a little bit. Here's the other side. Oh, by the way, the charge handle on the top, it's actually a Double Star brand charging handle. It was like $19 from Optics Planet. And then I had a viewer send me the Strike Industries extended latch, and that's what I use on the charging handle. It works really good. I really do like it. And even though we only put 100 rounds through this AR at the range, it ran it with no issues whatsoever. Okay, so real quick, this is just that Double Star charging handle. They're like 18 or 19 bucks. And I think at the time PSA also had their charging handles for 18 or 19 dollars, but again, they already came with the upper, so it's not a big deal. Bolt carrier group after 100 rounds, showing very, very little wear and tear. I mean, it's hardly any wear marks at all on the finish. It's just more shiny and oiled up more than anything. Again, this is probably my 4th PSA AR that I've purchased so far. I did purchase another mid-length. I had it for a short period of time, and then I gave it to a family member. Well, sold it to him technically, but you can say I gave it to him at the price I sold it to him for. And I've also got a couple of the PSA AR pistols, and I do like them. They do work well. Gas keys, the staking is okay on it. I kind of wish it was just a little bit better, but it's all right. It did not come loose at all, so that's fine. The bolt itself is wearing just normal how it's supposed to. No big deals there. And we'll go look up into the inside of the upper receiver here real quick. Gonna try for a little bit different angle here, but yeah, I mean, no unusual wear patterns going on. It's all nice and shiny. And again, I think it's gonna be just fine. Now guys, I'm a big fan of steel case ammo, although I forgot to actually take the steel case ammo with me to the range for testing. I did have plenty of brass ammo with me and ran it with no issues whatsoever. I did run 223 Remington and 5.56 NATO through it, which not a lot of difference, but there can be on some firearms, but it ran them just fine. The recoil impulse, I noticed, it's a lot softer shooting than the carbine link gas system. I think the carbine systems are maybe just a little bit overgassed, and you tend to feel that a bit more when you're shooting them. But this one was definitely smooth. I do want to take it back out, put the optics back on the top, run some 62 grain through it, and see what kind of results we get. So for under $400, guys, you're basically going to get yourself a complete AR-15. I think the big difference between the PSA Classic line and the Freedom line is going to be the coatings that they use. I was thinking that the Freedom line is anodized, if I'm not mistaken, and the Classic line is a phosphate finish. I could be totally confused on that, or they could be the exact same thing, but there is a difference in the finish between them. I've seen it when ordering those two different lines. But overall, I'm completely happy with this firearm. I think it's going to work just fine. Again, it's going to be essentially my truck gun. I'm going to throw a sling on it, just keep it in a case, and that's going to be my travel gun whenever I hit the road. So anyway, guys, that is it. This is the Palmetto State Armory 16-inch Midland gas system, 1-in-7 twist, 5.56 NATO barreled upper assembly with an Anderson complete lower. And by the way, the lower shot like a charm. Trigger's a little bit heavier than I would like, so I'm considering going with an aftermarket trigger at some point. Oh, only real issue I ran into is that this rear pin is a little bit tight to push in. And so I've been told that's kind of common on the Anderson lowers, and so I don't know if it really matters. If I'd have been running any other brand of upper, I think it would have done probably the same thing. You know, the ARRs, they have a little bit of variance that's allowed, but not much, and so if things don't fit just right, you really do notice it. But otherwise, yeah, no, I am completely happy with it. So do consider picking one up. It took them about a week to get it shipped to my door, and just for the upper, obviously. But otherwise, I've been completely happy with it. So I see myself maybe looking at possibly a 20-inch upper down the road. You know, I didn't know if I wanted to go 300 Blackout or 224 Valkyrie. I just decided just to settle on a nice 5.56 mid-link because I didn't have one in the collection yet, and I'm glad I did. So anyway, guys, that is it. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you like what you saw. Please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications on new videos. Guys, you can follow me on, let's see, guntube.org, gunchannels.com, Gunstreamer, UGEtube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I think that's pretty much about it. Obviously YouTube. But in the meantime, guys, this is it. A lot more range tests coming your way, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Guys, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.